Going up a little hill here. Really interesting. To
Going
see
up
the
a
little
little hill
topography change. Really interesting. As we walk around. To see the little topography change. Anyhow, as we walk around.
So, thinking about
anyhow, what you
thinking about
places you've always stayed in or whatever. What you're never gonna
change
stay in the
never
places you've always stayed in or whatever.
before.
And you're never gonna, you know,
Change,
never
like
gonna
this
find
over
stuff
here.
you haven't seen before.
Look at that.
And
Beautiful.
you know, like this over here.
Look at that.
But
Beautiful.
how many places,
Beautiful.
you know, just around you?
But
how many places are you not going
just
just
around
around taking
you
a look at and exploring and just trying to see?
what's
Are
up
you
there?
not going and taking a look
Just
at
right
and
around you.
exploring and
There's
just trying to
probably-
see? There's
what's up there?
probably
Just right around you.
there's probably
within a mile of your house that you
Plenty of
probably never
streets.
went down once before in your
within
life.
a mile of your house.
Think about that.
That you probably never went down.
Okay? Once before in your life. So you
Think
can
about
go
that.
exploring.
Okay? Just where
So you can go
you
exploring.
live, just
And
where
you haven't went.
you live,
Exploring.
and you haven't.
There's
a storm pond
right there. Look.
what they call
There's
a storm pond. Interesting, huh?
right there.
Interesting.
What they call it.
But yeah, right near you. Interesting, huh?
And then
Interesting.
like right over
Right
there
near you.
was that boat dock we went to that one day. The other day, so that's where that's at. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's pretty funny. This is caution suicidal deer. That's pretty funny. Look at that deer, isn't that crazy? There's little raccoons running across the street in the middle of the day. Oh my goodness. Man, there was some pretty white and red flowers. Pretty. Wonder what kind they're. Have to find paths. Anyway. I think this is a pretty cool walk. But yeah, so it's kind of crazy to think about just around you. Like, if you like watching people that are, you know, nomads and stuff on YouTube, and hopefully I'll be back there again one day. I looked at the calendar. You know, I've been so busy lately that I finally looked at the calendar, and oh man, and when I saw, you know, it was September and it was already a few days in September, and I did the math, I'm like, man, I was already supposed to be 200 miles down the road. Kind of made me sad for a second, you know, because what I had thought was the plan for all those months, you know, to get going and going down the road and all that stuff ended up not happening. You know, that really oh, looks like they're building their house right over here. That's kind of cool. But when I found out, you know, when I found out about all that, and it wasn't happening, oh, there's a step van down there. That'd be cool to have one day. Something like that. Anyway, I get off track. I'm sorry, guys. When I found out, though, that it wasn't going to be happening, you know, when I knew that wasn't going to work out, oh, there's another storm pond. Well, that's kind of cool. But when I found, you know, when the minivan wasn't going to work, and I knew that, it kind of really got to me then. You know, but I knew I had to get past that and get over that because I had so much other stuff going on. They had, you know, I never had time to really process and deal with it till the last couple of days, and it's like so disappointing. You know, I'm kind of glad it didn't happen, but it's disappointing. Disappointing. But you know, I've been looking and just seeing what's available. You know, past scooter wise, I just looking at that next step, you know. When I take the show on the road, you know, once I do that, well, it's gonna be a little different situation. So, you know, I'm really interested to see how it goes, but I don't know how it's gonna go yet. Okay, so now we need to take a ride. Oh man, it was like, that's one thing. See, man, if I had the scooter already, I'd do that in a second. Go take a look at some yard sales and garage sales and stuff. Maybe pick some stuff up. But not right now, because I am broke right now. Yeah, broke right now. Poured a bunch of money into the channel, poured it into this, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, a little broke right now. And then, you know, that light going out, so I gotta replace that light now. That's not gonna be any fun. I already found some replacements for it. They're not gonna be the LED ones that use USB. One of those still works, but I'm replacing them with actual soft boxes that have, you know, fluorescent bulbs. I will say though that this is a pretty darn good hike, and I should probably come out and do it once a day. Maybe that's what you do. You guys will walk with me once a day. Alrighty, getting a little leg cramp. Oh my goodness. I will tell you though, doing this is getting me more comfortable. Also, doing this, vlogging as I'm walking. And I will tell you, when I told you guys that it makes a huge difference, not having the cell phone on the gimbal in front of my face and having this in front of my face. I have such a wide view of what's ahead of me that I can kind of look in the camera but still look around you guys and see where I'm going. So it's a lot safer for me as well. Probably, I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to go down to that lake or not, but it's not that far that way, but I don't know, we'll see. You know what, the heck with it, we're already here, right? Let's go over to the lake. You guys can kind of compare the footage from the cell phone with the gimbal to the GoPro. And speaking of which, I wanted to tell you guys this too. I won't be well, I shouldn't say I won't be. I'm going to attempt to try to edit this a lot better than the last two. I'm just not sure of how well I'm going to be able to do that, because it has enough trouble just putting the clips together and then uploading it. So I'm gonna really try, because I'd really like to do some cool stuff eventually with editing and all that kind of stuff. But with this laptop, I'm very thankful that I have this laptop, by the way. It's improved things immensely. So don't think that I'm upset about having this laptop. But it's not like I can just leave this going and hold it here and just keep walking for hours. I have to keep reaching up and hitting the button and all that kind of stuff. So just so you know, that's kind of basically what my basic editing is right now, is to do that. So, you know, that's the editing that you guys are kind of gonna mostly get right now. I'm gonna try a different way of putting the files on the computer. Maybe that'll allow me to actually get in there and edit, but as it is right now, after I put the clips together and I just hit play, I am taking it off the thing though. Here, let's take a look at the flower here. See what you guys think of the color on that. I think it's pretty good. I think if you guys want to get a GoPro, I don't think you will be dissatisfied with getting the GoPro. And I'm actually kind of glad that I take you guys along with me, because I honestly probably wouldn't have walked to the lake, but it's like, that's almost like the treat for myself, right? Like, I really need it, and I'm gonna work on where I'm gonna hold you guys. It's a way wider shot than my cell phone view is, so I'm kind of trying to figure out where I can hold you guys and keep myself in the shot really good. So I apologize if I'm not always in the shot, but I'm trying to be. But I'm glad I take you guys so you guys can go with me to the lake. Here, I'll put you up there, see what you can see. Look at that. See all these birds right here? Look at that. Isn't that wicked? All these little birds flying around, little sparrows and stuff. Yeah. So they're just hanging out right here. We're almost down there, and then I will, after all this talking and yakking and yakking, I'm gonna hit the time lapse on the way back, because I kind of want to play with that and see what it's all about, right? Hit the time lapse on the way back, and maybe throw some music in there. I'm gonna try to do that too. So cross your fingers that I can do that. If I can't do that, well, you might not get the time lapse today, because I gotta have some music underneath of that for you guys. Oh man, it is so pretty. It's so pretty. Let me flip you around one more time, and then I'll pop you guys back on when we get down there. Yeah. I had one person comment, by the way, that said this was chicory. See that little bee right there? That's a different kind of wild bees there are. That's a little bee right there. There you are. So I'm gonna flip you around and mess with the time lapse and see how that works. So here we go. Hopefully that little time lapse was cool with you guys. Look, I can avoid the hole that I fell in last time when I was talking with you guys. Look at that. It dove in, man. So when I was walking with you guys, and I went right down that hole, man, and I had the remote in my hand, cut you guys off. That was funny. But hopefully you like the time lapse. I'm thinking about using that in different points on the bike, actually. And speaking of which, I may go with audio being recorded onto my phone instead of getting the adapter. I may record the audio on my phone and like line that up with the video eventually, but to do that, to get the audio from my helmet, if I do it that way at all, which that's another thought I've been thinking. So I don't know for sure which way I'm going to go on that yet. Part of me may do voiceovers, part of me may do I'm thinking about just doing music. I just really don't know exactly which path I want to go down with it yet. I like the music path because you guys tend to like my music, and so I may do time-lapse video to songs and then me talking underneath that. That may happen. I really don't know yet, but it's also really going to depend on how well I can edit with this computer I have now, or when I get another computer, and being able to edit on that. And speaking of it, when I said before, whew, this is a long walk, guys, but it's good. I need to get out and get exercise. So if it takes me being forced to do a video every day to get out and walk, when I'm able to, when I don't have so much stuff to do that I can't leave the house that day. Those days are not fun for me, by the way, but they're there. But anyhow, I'm happy that I'm not on the road yet, because, and here's the because part, because I want to get this a little bit better gear, like the GoPro was. I'll probably end up getting a second GoPro before I take off, but the GoPro was part of that, and the other part will be getting a computer that's more capable of editing than the current computer is, because the current computer is not that powerful, to say the least. So that's probably what the next big upgrade for the channel will be, for sure. Is gonna be getting the computer, other than getting the lights, because loud card, I know, because the geez, I should stop here right there. So yes, I'm gonna try to edit that out, but just in case I can't. Anyway, other than the lights, because the show is the main key to the channel. It's become the main key to the channel. But I also wanted to make sure that my vlogs and the videos that I do are done up. Oh, here comes the Amazon van. That guy's been to my place lots of times, especially in the last little while. And I'm sorry if you guys have been looking behind me. Just stick with me. It's a whole new system to learn. But I did find like little mirrors that they make for the screen in the back, so I can kind of have a little bit better, even if I just stuck like a cosmetic mirror on top or maybe down underneath somewhere, it would help frame the shot better. But I digress. Eventually I'll have the better editing computer to be able to add a little bit more stuff on it. So that will probably be coming though after the bike. I'll probably be getting the bike first, and then we'll be getting the computer. But and then after that, it's put most of the money towards the mobile studio, whatever the mobile studio ends up being. And because I want it to be a mobile studio, you know, I am not going to limit myself just to a van. I need something that's going to keep running, be more reliable, because especially right now, just starting out, I can't afford to have a bunch of breakdowns. You know, tires going flat, that kind of stuff. That's to be expected. You know, or it needs brakes and all that kind of stuff. That stuff's to be expected. But I need to be able to, at the same point in time, working up sweat here. At the same point in time, need to be able to have something that will make a good mobile studio. The reason why, like I was saying about the ambulance, is I can keep a lot of the gear accessible right there on the outside. So when I have these lights and I have these all this other camera equipment, which is kind of crazy, guys. Like, I really looked and seen what I have already, and I can't believe how much stuff, microphones and tripods and stuff that I've accumulated now already. It's kind of nuts, but that's all stuff that has to come, especially when we do this. Oh, hello, puppy. Yes, there's a puppy over there. Big old puppy. He's a big old puppy. But oh, there's two puppies. Two puppies. Anyhow, I'll finish this up with you guys, but I gotta have all that stuff with me to be able to do this. And like I said, I want to be able to do this on the road and be able to do the interviews on the road eventually, and then just go around and meet everybody and keep this growing, because eventually I want to have the campground and have that for YouTubers to come through, you know, all year round. Have a little YouTuber campground, we'll do YouTuber retreat, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of my goal. It's kind of my goal. So anyway, roommate was just taken out, so talk to him for a second. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. But the growth is to hopefully get that YouTuber campground one day, and to really be really like be there all year round, and then have a place where people can go on vacation, or if we have something crazy like this happen again, people have a place to go that are on YouTube. That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal for me and for the channel, and it'll be, you know, get a studio set up there and all that kind of stuff to having to talk about with you guys. So, you know, that's the ultimate goal of this whole thing. So, yeah. And then if I have the tour vehicle, of course, you know, probably go out on tour every so often and travel around, but won't be traveling around permanent. The permanent spot will be that campground. Because I really want to do that. I mean, just mainly for the people that'll come through. Can you just hearing when I was up there at P&W Bushcraft, and we're almost done with the walk for the way today, guys. When I went up and saw P&W Bushcraft and how they had everything set up, it was so cool. And I'll turn toward the sun so you guys can see me, even though I'm gonna have to squint. It was so cool, and to have it all set up like that, and then just the people that they got to meet and talk to. I mean, that's literally what my show is about, meeting and talking to people. So it would be really cool, because who knows who would come and camp there, and that's the ultimate goal. But anyway, till tomorrow, guys. I don't know if we're gonna walk around the lake tomorrow. Maybe we'll go walk a different direction. We'll see where it leads us, and we'll head back here. So yeah, I have an idea for tomorrow. Maybe we'll go there, because that wasn't too bad for me to walk today. Just getting back into walking, so that wasn't too bad for me to walk today. So I might go try another place tomorrow, if you guys want to come back then. But I'm gonna get inside and get this footage on the computer, and we'll see what happens. Till tomorrow, stop waiting for life to happen and make life happen.